Welcome back to On Point, Whirlwind Breeders' Cup Prep Edition. James, one Super Saturday in the books, one to go. We had Keeneland to the mix. Last week we had the Awesome Again, which was a third of the purse of the Jockey Club Gold Cup, but about 3 times the talent with California Chrome. Jockey Club Gold Cup worth $1 million, but the horses aren't exactly there.
Yeah, I mean, if they awarded purses after the race, it would be completely flip-flop for sure.
Be an interesting metric.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Awesome Again, at least he is going for a $1 million bonus by winning that Awesome Again. So it made it worth his while. I mean, besides, running for a $300,000 purse, I know that the owners they think every race they run in should be at least $1 million. But
it can be with Breeders' Cup Classic win. He'll certainly be the favorite. I don't think we'll see anything in the Jockey Club Gold Cup that'll change that, and probably not even change who the top 2 or 3 betting choices will be.
Yeah, he could very well be the strongest favorite in the entire Breeders' Cup.
Yeah. Part of that equation will probably be what Tepin does this weekend. We'll see her and the First Lady.
Right.
Also, what internationals come over. And Monty Lee stays here off the Shadwell turf, but she's an interesting case for me. I mean, she's going to be 1 to 5 in the First Lady, and to me, it's probably just a watch. We'll see what else I like in the sequence, perhaps singular, but I'm not as bullish as I have been on her in the past. I just think at 1 to 5, it's too low.
Yeah, I'm in the exact same boat. I'm going to take my stands in other races. And it's not that, hey, I mean, I won't be shocked if she gets upset. It's just that I've taken a look at all the rock challengers, and there's not one of them that I really like. I mean, right. I think both Euro 3-year-old fillies have a chance to upset her. I mean, they've been running against Alice Springs and Minding and keeping real good company. But, I'm not, I have a hard time separating them. And, I'm not sold on Celestine or Cash Control or any of the American challengers.
I agree. Later on the card, there's even more grade 1s. The Shadwell Mile I mentioned. I am keen on Mondialiste. I do not understand why he's 6 to 1.
Yeah,
some Twitter chatter about exactly where he'll be. To me, he was a horse people were saying would give Tepin a run at Woodbine, and now all of a sudden we're scared of Ironicus and Tourist, both good horses, but to me, I'm with the million winner.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's 2 for 3 in the U.S., and the defeat was a great second. I mean, he was 8th at the top of the stretch, about 8 lengths behind. He got beat 2 lengths at second. So he flew home in that Breeders' Cup Mile at Keeneland. Obviously, he and Ironicus are 2 horses to beat. I did take a look at that What a View because I thought he has the potential to be own speed, but whether he can hold on and get the necessary trip remains to be seen.
Yep, well, we will see that later, and we'll wrap up on this. 2 Oaks points races this weekend for Zet and the Alcibiades, 2 Derby points, Champagne and the Breeders Futurity based on field size. Certainly the Keeneland race is most compelling, and for me, I'm already a fan of a horse on the Derby Trail, and that's Classic Empire, and I am definitely, if he stays at his morning line price, going to be sending it in on him. 2 to 1's my floor, though. I can't go lower than that. Otherwise, it's just an exotics and hope to be live to him. But you have any picks in the points races?
Yeah, well, I mean, I agree. I do think you'll get the 2 to 1 because of the field size, and I think that the Bitterman and Gunavera will take some play. I am looking at that Singing Bullet. He'll be on at least my multi-race tickets. Dale Roman's debut winner at Ellis, Out of Life at 10, by Heart Spawn, bred to go a route, and could get the right trip on the front end.
All right, yeah, I think there's 2 at Keeneland, certainly compelling races, and Belmont more a case of let's see how well the winner does with being the short field. Hard to read, I think, too much into the also-rans, but certainly.
Yeah, but both races at Keeneland are exciting, and looking forward. I mean, you definitely have, even with your Classic Empire, I think you're going to get the price you want because it's just it's the field size and the number of graded winners in there.
All right, well, first I have to hit this pick 4 at Belterra this afternoon to get me some extra money to play him on Saturday. But it should be a great Keeneland meet. We'll be back next week. I'm sure the QE2 will be a part of the discussion, wrapping up the Breeders' Cup preps, etc. Join us then.